All right. Yo, you know what's going on? It's the Push and Taste Radio, Dash Radio. It's your host, Ogee Money. The Bay is in the building. You know what I'm saying? Oakland,
What's happening?
California, man.
We
So,
here. What's happening?
look, man, I got the boy Dame in the building.
I'm here, man. What's the word?
Shit, you, man, you.
Trying to put these points up here, man. You know.
Yo, my nigga, you got a few anthems that been ringing off, man. Stop it. You feed the streets. You got a few anthems, but before we get into that, like get into what's brewing over there, let's start with the foundation, right?
Yeah.
So I want to get it correct. You're from West Oakland.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm from the
West
West.
Oakland.
Yeah.
So, and I know a lot of people speak about the East Oakland, but you
Yeah.
represent the West Side.
We always make a joke. East Oakland like Brooklyn. You know, like it's big. People can lie about being from there, but you can get away with it. But West Oakland, you can't lie about that. Like
Yeah.
our West Oakland still ran by families. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we a close knit. They give us a bad rap, but you know what I'm saying? We on point though.
Look, I fuck with you already. I'm from Brooklyn for real. I know I ran into many niggas. I be like, yo, where you from? They be like, yo, Brooklyn. I be like, where? He like, you know, the freezing up and shit.
Yeah.
But
But if you know though, man. Shout out to Brooklyn though.
Yeah, and you know the thing about that is I've watched interviews, I've seen how you conduct yourself, and it's always with respect and very humble, even though you know what you're doing and you're here with for a purpose, right? So
Definitely.
so let's start from the beginning. You started as an intern, or at least at one point you were an intern at a radio station, right?
Yeah, like you know, we got one big station out here in San Francisco, Oakland. So I started off as an intern over there with the morning show. My mentor, Chewy Gomez, he was like equivalent to like Angie Martinez in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I was with him for about 4 years. And while I was interning, they didn't treat me like an intern. You know what I'm saying? He made sure, like, don't look at yourself as an intern. Like, they might look at you like that, but don't ever treat yourself like that. So in the midst of that, they taught me how to actually DJ. They taught me how to interview people. They let me interview people. I was doing summer jam introductions and stuff like that. So I kind of treat my life like college and school. Like I did 4.5 years of that. And I met Yo Gotti along the way. Probably like maybe 2-3 months into knowing Gotti, I did my first record, Act Right, with him, Jeezy, and YG. And I didn't even know what an A&R was, but you know, clearly I did my first A&R with that record, and he just kept me a part of his master since then. Like he was like, bro, you just gonna stay with us, and we've been doing music, putting out records, signing artists ever since.
And that's dope. See, I didn't know that part of the story. Like I figured you got with Motown after the station. So I was wondering how the whole Motown situation, how you ended up over there. But you was been with CMG for a minute then.
Yeah, I got with Motown like 4 years, about 4.5, 4 years. Everything working 4 years for me. So like 4 years with Gotti. I got with Motown, and I did Motown for 2 years. And in that process, I signed Vezo, fresh out the halfway house. As soon as he came home from jail, I went out there to go sign Vezo. And then things ended there, and I just locked back in with CMG. I never stopped doing CMG. I did put a date on it for Gotti during that time.
That's ill.
Wrote a
That's
City
ill.
Girl record during that time with Gotti. And then, like I said, Def Jam came hollering at me 2 years
You a
later.
you a ill nigga because Vezo just popped up just now.
Oh, for real? That's my brother,
Yeah.
though. Yeah, that's
Shout
my
out to the
brother.
boy Dame.
Shout out to Vez,
Yeah,
man. Tell him I
yeah.
said what's
So
happening, too.
nah, he said we're shaking. He chilling. You feel me? So like fast forward with all of that, like, but at the time when you were at the station, so were you DJing on air in events at the same time? How'd you get that popping off?
Yeah, I was just doing on-air personality on the station, and then I was DJing in the clubs. I was DJing the parties. I was bringing the records, you know, that wasn't traditional radio records to the DJs. Like I was bringing everything from the street. So yeah, I was just DJing around the city in these clubs at these local parties, and but on radio I was just on air. I literally was just doing interviewing and talking shit every morning.
Now fast forward, and you the head of A&R at CMG. Not just the A&R, you're head of A&R at CMG.
Yeah,
And at the
I've been
same
down.
time,
Yeah, I
yeah,
was down when it was just Gotti and may he rest in peace, Gotti and Snooty Wild. You know what I'm saying?
what?
We didn't have a big team. It looked like we had a big team, but it was literally just a couple of us, you know, a couple Gotti homies and myself. And I just stayed down. So it was only right when we got cracking for me to get that.
So in that process, so how did you go from being an A&R to the head of A&R at the label?
Just being there, putting in my work, putting up points on the board, during that time, like I was there for every brand new artist we had. You know what I'm saying? Like I was there with Moneybagg Yo with the starter jewelry kit, Black Youngster when he first came on, 42 Dugg, who else we got? Everybody, even GloRilla, like, you know, I was there
Yeah.
from the beginning. So, and then I was putting points on the board. Like I said, I was executive producing all the Gotti albums. I was gave him records like Rake It Up, put a date on it. Um, you know, working with EST Gee, like everybody. So, you know, I
Law,
think
right? That was you too,
yeah, I
right?
did Law 2 with E40, like, and then I
Yeah.
co-produced Maybach for Dugg and Future. So yeah, I think bro just seen that, you know, my loyalty paid off, and he liked to take care of who stayed down, and he offered me that solution.
You talking heavy, and you made sure to let niggas know that you've been pulling points on the board. So
Yeah.
in that situation, right, you already established yourself with CMG. So how did the record deal come about with Def Jam?
Yeah, so when I was over at Motown, they actually Motown gave me an A&R job, but they also gave me a label deal for my own label. And I was actually one of the artists because I had music, like a DJ Khaled, like Drama and Khaled be doing.
Mm-hmm.
So when I got out that deal, I still had all that music. And you know, the music is with some of people's favorite artists. So Def Jam, my boy Halim over there, he out of Queens. Halim, he used to be with 50 in them, but
Okay.
yeah, A&R at Def Jam. He was like, man, come put these records out over here. You know what I'm saying? Like Def Jam rebranding. We all come from the street in this internet world. We was like, yo, we got some records that's outside records. And Tunji just so happened to become CEO over there. He from the Bay Area too. And Latrice, she over there. So, you know, it was kind of like family anyway. And Gotti gave me his blessings of like, man, go run it up. You know what I'm saying? It's still CMG, but you earned your spot to do your own shit too. So
You dropped some shit too. You had the Can't Fake the Real with Mozzy and Youngster. You had some shit on that one too.
oh yeah. I'm big on bridging the bridge for people. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Yeah.
just think a lot of people actually like rock with each other, but a lot of people just don't be knowing. So I think with music, we was able to show people the connection with Mozzy and Black Youngster. We even introduced Moneybagg to the West Coast on that
Mm-hmm.
project. So
All right, so let's talk about what's popping off now, right? Salute to the real, pray for the fake.
yeah, that's the album.
Yeah, the major. The
Yeah, that's the
major.
big homie album
All right.
right there.
That's my man. So you've been working on this project for a minute, right?
Yeah,
I know we're gonna get that Bay energy on it. I know
definitely.
that. So how many tracks are we looking at?
Technically we got like 14, but it might be it's technically might be 16 because I actually got Khaled and Drama on there giving me their blessings. So it's like 14. My boy Vez on there. Shout out to my boy
Yeah,
over there. He on there.
yeah.
Um, it's a lot of people on there, you know what I'm saying? We got a lot of people from my side and then definitely CMG side. Um, I want some folks from NY on there. I got my girl Lady London on there. She
Come
wiggled on there
on.
and killed her record.
Man, tap in with the city. Niggas is outside, man.
Yeah, now I know they.
Yeah,
I got to come out there and hit the ground hard though.
yeah.
So I'm planning to come out there in a couple of weeks, but I definitely
Okay.
want like I got like 2 more records that need to be done. So
You
I'm
gotta
definitely
put a New York. You gotta put a flavor of New York on that, man. You already
definitely
look.
definitely
You set it off with EST Gee and Ross on feelings. You warm shit up, right?
yeah.
And then now Hood go crazy with Jeezy and Gotti. But you know what? I appreciate that Project Pop on that.
Yeah, my young boy, yeah.
Yeah, put them on that stage. How important is that for you to put those artists in and highlight them from the Bay on the stage like that?
Nah, it's a must. And you know, like I say, he from Oakland. He actually from East Oakland, and and he been putting in work for a minute out here, and I just feel like he deserved that shot. And I'm a fan of his music, so I thought it was amazing if we could sandwich him up with two legends. You know what I'm saying? Like how they used to do it in the
Yeah,
'90s, where they introduced a new artist at the end of the
yeah,
song. And he held it down. You know, he be courtside at the Warrior games with me now. They playing the song for him and everything. So
yeah.
now Pop got some stuff going crazy. He got some stuff coming too, man.
We're looking forward to it. So let me ask you, man, what is your ultimate goal now as a creative? You're already on one side, now you're transitioning with the artistry. You said drama and Kale giving you the blessing on the track. So what's next?
Yeah, it's definitely you know, set up my own stuff. You know, I got my own label called Play Too Much, which is gonna be a branch off of the whole CMG family, but it's mine. You know, and create a hub out here in the Bay the same way Gotti did for Memphis, same way P and Coach did for Atlanta. Um, you know, just continue that legacy, but on my side, like everybody else got their labels, got what they like. You know, I think it's time I get to put out what I like. So
We here for it, man. You're doing what you're supposed to do for the streets. We appreciate that. You always keeping it firm. So, before we get out of here, I got another question for you. You
yeah,
let me know if you're going to answer this honestly or not, my brother.
now we can only answer honest stuff.
All right. So who won the verses between 40 Water and Short Dog? Yeah.
You know what, man? I'm gonna say them both my legends, but I'm gonna say 40 got him. He did some dance moves that I don't
The
think sure was
dances and
really
shit,
fun.
right? The
Yeah,
dances.
yeah,
Yeah, he was
yeah.
dancing. He was lit up too. He was
Yeah,
twisted.
nah, shout out to 40 and Short. They
Yeah,
definitely on my
that's
project.
the
40
move.
on there a couple of times, but yeah, nah. Shout out to
That's the
40.
move, man. Well, you know what's going on, man. Before you slide up out of here, let them know how they can get in contact with you, bro.
Yes, sir, man. Everything DaBoyDame, man. DaBoydame. You know, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, all that, Spotify, TikTok, everything. It's DaBoyDame.
All right, that's what it is, man. So you know what's going down. Salute to the real, pray for the fake coming.
Yeah, it's
EST
on the
Gee,
way.
Ross, Jeezy, Gotti, Vezo on there too. That's what Dame
Yeah,
talking
man.
crazy. So we shaking, man. So that's what's going
Definitely.
down, man. G Money, Dame, pull up on us, man. Come outside, New York. We waiting for you.
Yeah, I'm popping out. I'm pop out.